This video is going to cover relationships in human design, healing in human design, and also touch on gene keys and relationships. I am so excited to finally announce that my brand new group program, Ready for Love, is officially open for enrollment. Hi, my name is Ebony. I am a human design reader, expert, and coach, and I created this program for the people who are ready to attract and create better relationships into their lives. This offer is going to teach you how to heal your deepest wounds so that you can create, attract, and cultivate better relationships, better communication, and better intimacy. This program is a 9-month intensive deep dive into your Venus sequence. Your Venus sequence is your relationships. It's inner child healing. It's looking at the traumas. It's looking at the deepest core wounds that we have carried throughout our childhood, throughout adolescence, and into adulthood that are still affecting how we show up in our daily lives and especially how we show up in our relationships. The reason why this program and what we're learning in this program is important is because it's all about your own self-healing and living with an open heart. Because the fact of the matter is, you could have had the most wonderful parents in the world. You could have had an idyllic childhood. We all still experience wounding. We experience traumas, whether they are micro traumas or macro traumas. And a lot of us, most of us, have not addressed those issues. We haven't addressed those wounds, and they are continuing to show up and affect the way that we open ourselves up or don't open ourselves up in relationships in our daily lives. The reason why living with an open heart is so important and so powerful is because some of the ripple effects of doing this are being able to parent yourself, being able to forgive yourself, learning how to be honest with yourself, along with self-fulfillment and self-realization and healing your emotional wounding that you may have picked up on in your childhood or from past relationships. It's also being able to cultivate the kind of self-love that allows you to overcome personal rejection. Because the fact of the matter is, other people aren't the only ones that hurt us. There are things that we do on a day-to-day basis where we are constantly demeaning and undermining ourselves in ways that we might not even be conscious of. In this program, we are focusing on escaping mental pain, not by spiritually bypassing it or pretending that the wounds aren't there, but going straight through it, looking at the hard and the sometimes painful things that we have experienced, being able to extract the wisdom from those experiences and not just, push them to the side and say this happened. No, integrating those things into our experience so that we can go into our relationships and into our daily lives as whole, integrated beings that have moved through the trauma rather than repressing it. Not only does this have the added benefit of being able to help with anxiety, but it also means that you are going to be getting triggered less and less, because once you work through the emotions, once you work through the experiences that have caused these wounds, the things that previously triggered you are no longer going to have an effect because you have moved through and integrated the experience. We are also going to be focusing on improving our relationship with other people by first improving our relationship with ourselves, looking at the wounds that we have carried, the pain that we have inflicted on ourselves, the pain that we have allowed other people to inflict on yourselves, and the places where we have stunted our emotional and spiritual and even our intellectual development because we have not worked through the traumas that we experienced during those times, which have kept us from being able to move on from those experiences. Doing this is going to allow us to be more vulnerable and more open and more intimate with our partners. It's also going to allow us to stop avoiding confrontation, to stop allowing our emotions to drive our actions, to drive our responses. And instead, we get to look at our emotions as what they truly are, simply an experience, simply information that our body is giving us about what's going on around us. A ripple effect of this is that we are automatically going to start attracting better relationships, because as we heal ourselves, as we look at these wounds, and as we move through the experiences that cause them, we start to understand the things that we have unconsciously been seeking in other people, and we're able to give ourselves the medicine we need to heal those wounds, so that when someone comes into our experience, we can, number one, be sure that they are what we're looking for, or number two, we'll be more privy to the red flags and know, okay, this is not the person for me. We've done the work to know what we need, and we've soothed ourselves internally enough so that we can, when something comes into our experience that is not aligned, we can say, no, that is not for me. In this program, we are going to be learning more about human design, of course, but also our gene keys, specifically our Venus sequence, embodiment work, inner child work, EFT tapping, and honestly, so much more. A few of the benefits that I have seen from this work in myself and also in my clients are patience, both with themselves and with others. Honesty, again, both with themselves and others. Perseverance. Moving through this work, this is very, very deep work. And sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes shit ain't fun. So when you go through a program like this, when you do this work, it cultivates such a strong feeling of perseverance and resilience that you're able to take into other areas of your life. And finally, compassion. You will develop such a deep sense of compassion, not only for yourself, but for everyone around you. And you'll realize that we all experience a lot of the same things, but it affects us in different ways and in different forms. Just a few things that will become possible for you in this program is the ability to surrender, right? Embodying grace, understanding that within every shadow, there is a gift, there is an opportunity. Achieving emotional awareness and maturity, as well as healing both your individual suffering and any ancestral suffering that you may have inherited. And lastly, of course, so much of this program is going to be geared towards understanding your own patterns, understanding the things that you may be doing unconsciously that are hindering your ability to attract and have good relationships, good communication with your partners, and good intimacy. And just a few of the ripple effects from going through this program are going to be taking responsibility for your actions as well as your emotions, embodying your gifts and being able to bring those gifts to other people, bringing those gifts into your relationship in order to make it a safe space for everyone involved. This program includes 6 personalized trainings that are going to walk you through your Venus sequence, walk you through healing your deepest core wounds so that you can start to attract and cultivate better relationships. There will also be 12 extra trainings on energetics and mindset to help you work through the self-healing aspect of the program. This is going to include inner child work, reparenting yourself, embodiment work, and of course, plenty of energetic tools to help you through the self-healing process. You will also receive plenty of community and support. Through my app, you will have a private chat community where you can share your breakthroughs, share what you have learned, and share what you are working through with the people who are in the program with you. You will also receive weekly coaching and guidance from me. Each week, we will have an alignment retreat, which is a full day of Voxer access with me, where you can ask any question, get any clarification, get any support, mental, spiritual, emotional, that you need to help make this process and help make this program a transformational experience for you. You will also get unlimited access to all of the course materials for life. So at any point when you feel like you want to go back through the program, you will be able to do so. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't throw in some bonus. Bonus number 1 is that you will get access to my Love and Healing bundle, which includes 3 of my core programs. You will also get lifetime access to my mindfulness library, which I add new meditations to every single month. And if you register before March 15th, you will get access to early bird pricing. So if this program is calling to you, if you have been wanting to cultivate better relationships, attract better relationships, or just heal yourself so that you are ready for when the right relationship comes along, then I urge you to click the link in my bio, check out the program, and I will see you inside.